Hi, my name is Brenda Titus, and I'm a professional hypnotist in Orange County, California. For information about my program and in person sessions, please feel free to go to my website, ochypnotherapy.com. And with that, welcome to Thoughts from the Hypnosis Office. Today, we are going to be talking about spring forward. Now, I know that this is actually a very controversial subject. Some people really do not like this spring forward daylight savings time concept. And I do understand it can really impact our sleep, our rhythms, and it kind of feels like jet lag. Even though it's just that 1 hour, it can really make a big difference, especially as we're making the adjustment. And also, it can really impact the kids because they don't understand what is happening. And also I think just kind of this idea of change. Now, the truth is that I actually really like daylight savings time. I really like the extra light at the end of the day. So I understand that, like I said, not everybody likes it. But the reality is that sometimes we have to do things that we don't like, especially when we are part of a community, part of a family. If at this point in time, daylight savings time is something that we do, and so we have to find a way to reframe how we feel about it so that we can make it more enjoyable. And that is my job as a hypnotist, actually, is to help people kind of see things differently, especially when we are dealing with challenges. So I thought that would be a fun topic since it is time for our spring forward part of daylight savings time. So, the first thing that I tend to think about with my clients is the idea of forward momentum in our life goals, right? So, we're spring forward. Now, I will have a few other probably thoughts from the hypnosis office over the next few weeks about the concept of springing forward, but especially because, that's literally how we kind of associate the daylight savings time in spring. I like to start it here. So we're springing forward, giving that momentum to our life goals. Now, I especially like to do this with my clients where we're talking about health and wellness goals. So first you think about, well, during the dark part of the year, we're a little bit colder, maybe we spend more time, in kind of that hibernating feeling. It's dark, so we want to just go home and put on our cozy clothes and watch TV. But, at least for myself, but from many of my clients, right, we are much more have a little bit more of that energy by having more light at the end of the day, the light at the end of our workday, commonly people who work a more traditional work schedule. So that is really when I especially am able to focus with people on, since there's more light in the evening, somehow we feel that more energy about maybe getting out for a walk after work or some other sort of exercise, especially as we move towards the summer. Those longer evenings, we can, enjoy being outside and enjoying that, or sometimes just really that feeling of being able to get things done. Actually, I have lots of clients who really enjoy gardening. That's their hobby. And so of course we get that extra time in the evening after the theoretical workday. So it just feels that the more light during our traditional waking hours. So I definitely like to be sure to remind people about that as a way to reframe that we get that hour of light at the end of the day. So I hope that part helps. Now, I want to talk about another way that I like to reframe this idea of the daylight savings time, because the truth is that one of the reasons that people might not like daylight savings time is we literally lose an hour of our lives when we spring those clocks forward. It just disappears right through our fingers. So I actually really think that that is an important time to remember how precious time actually is. And so that could be a really good time to really address how we utilize our time, and to use our time more effectively, to manage our time, where we may be letting an hour just disappear out of our lives when it's not daylight savings time. So it's kind of another interesting way to think about that. Now, ultimately, the theory is that we will get this hour back in November or during the fall, right? We'll get that extra hour. So sit tight, and I'm sure I will have some fun ways to talk about how we can use that extra hour in the fall. But in the meantime, I hope that you are able to get out and enjoy this extra time in the evening. We still have the same hours in the day. It's just that maybe we can use that energy in a different way, especially to propel us forward in our goals in life. And so thank you so much for joining me for Thoughts from the Hypnosis Office. I hope that this was a helpful way for you to think about this adjustment, and especially to enjoy the extra hour of light and the growing light throughout the next several weeks as well. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day.